This is Hannah Berner from Giggly Squad. O-Pill is the first over-the-counter daily birth control pill available in the U.S. Let's be real, getting a birth control prescription is not always easy, and it's so much admin. In fact, about a third of women face barriers to access prescription birth control. Between scheduling appointments, missing work, class, or just trying to exist, it's a lot. But now O-Pill is putting birth control in our control. O-Pill is a daily birth control that's FDA approved, full prescription strength, and estrogen free, and 98% effective when used as directed. Grab it online or at most major retailers, no prescription or doctor's appointment needed. So if you're thinking about birth control, check out O-Pill to see if it's right for you. Use code GIGGLY for 25% off your first month of O-Pill at OPILL.com. That's code GIGGLY at OPILL.com. Birth control in your control. We love to see it.
The market's uncertain, revenue's tight, and hiring on hold. That's why results-driven companies are using Upwork to keep work moving. Go to Upwork.com today and start hiring proven freelance talent fast. No bulky overhead. No rigid long-term contracts. Just the right expert right when you need them. Work smarter and faster with Upwork. Go to Upwork.com now and find your freelance expert. That's UPWORK.com. Post a job for free and get started today.
You know how everything's a subscription now? Music, movies, even socks. I swear if
To continue this ad, please upgrade to Premium Plus Platinum.
What? No, anyway, Blue Apron...
This is a pay-per-listen ad. Please confirm your billing.
Oh, that's annoying. At least with the new Blue Apron, there's no subscription needed. Get delicious meals delivered without the weekly plan.
Wait, no subscription?
Keep the flavor. Ditch the subscription. Get 20% off your first two orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
Doors closing.
Morning, Allie. You look more awake than usual.
That's because I stopped and got a bucket-sized coffee. Don't judge me.
No judgment, just admiration.
Don't panic, everyone. I am fine-tuning the cosmic frequencies. The CTA has been infiltrated by alien broadcasts. Only I can block the signal.
All I can hear is static.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
See? That's not music. That's a warning. They're coming. But don't worry. My batteries are fresh.
Thank God for Duracell.
Looks like a conspiracy theorist, but with his own soundtrack.
Stay vigilant. Only static will save you.
This is Tales from the Blue Line by Auditory Anthology.
And I thought your bucket coffee was going to be the weirdest thing on this train today.
Not even close. Speaking of signals, that reminds me of a story. It's about a nurse on a night shift who suddenly found herself surrounded by silence. Not the ordinary kind of silence. Something deeper, like the world had turned itself off.
The fluorescent lights in the ER hummed with their usual tired buzz, a sound that blended seamlessly with the beeping monitors and the murmur of exhausted staff. It was nearly 2 a.m., and Nurse Carla was running on her second cup of bitter coffee, fighting the fog of fatigue that always settled in around this hour. The night had been steady, nothing too wild, but enough to keep her on her feet. A man from a minor car accident was getting stitched up in Bay 3. The college kid who'd had too much to drink was dozing uncomfortably in a waiting chair, and the overhead PA kept paging doctors who were probably asleep in the on-call rooms. Carla rubbed her temples, glancing down at her pager. The little screen flickered faintly, almost like static on an old TV. She frowned. The pager was ancient. Hospital equipment always seemed about a decade behind the times, but this was the first time she'd seen it glitch. She tapped it against her palm, muttering under her breath, "Don't you quit on me now!" The screen steadied, showing the time. She slipped it back onto her waistband and went back to charting vitals. Around her, the ER hummed with the predictable rhythm of the graveyard shift, equal parts chaos and monotony, an odd comfort she'd grown used to. But in the back of her mind, something about the way the pager had flickered lingered with her, like a warning she couldn't quite name. Carla noticed it gradually. the way you notice the lights dimming in a storm. First, the monitors in Bay 3 went quiet. She looked up, expecting to see that someone had silenced the machine, but the screen was still lit, the heartbeat line still pulsing, yet there was no sound. Then, one by one, the noises of the ER began to vanish. The steady hiss of oxygen tanks, the beeping of IV pumps, even the low hum of the fluorescent lights, all of it faded, leaving the room eerily mute. Carla froze, pen still in hand. She could see her colleagues moving about. A doctor leaned over a patient, a nurse wheeled a cart into a bay, an orderly picked up a dropped clipboard. But their voices, their footsteps, even the clatter of wheels on the linoleum floor, nothing, not a single sound reached her. Her pulse quickened. She slapped her pager, half expecting it to flare up again. But the screen was blank, dead. She tried to speak, to call out for someone, but the words caught in her throat. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe she had spoken, but in this strange bubble of silence, even her own voice had been swallowed whole. The ER, usually so loud it could drive a person mad, now felt like it was miles underwater. Carla's chest tightened. Something was terribly, impossibly wrong. Carla staggered backward, her shoes squeaking faintly against the floor, yet even that sound was missing. Her body swore she had made the noise, but her ears caught nothing. Then, from the corner of her vision, the heart monitor in Bay 3 flickered. She turned. The green line on the screen shifted, bending into jagged, unnatural patterns, and then, impossibly, letters began to crawl across the display.
Hello.
Carla's mouth went dry. She blinked hard, rubbed her eyes, and looked again.
Can you hear me?
Her stomach twisted. The patient in Bay 3 lay still, unconscious, with a respirator keeping him alive. His chest rose and fell, steady, mechanical. There was no way he could have written this. She backed up toward the nurse's station, every instinct screaming at her to call for help. But her phone was dead. The pager was dead, and the landline on the counter gave nothing but static when she lifted it. The monitor blinked again.
Don't be afraid. We have been trying to reach you.
Carla's breath hitched. We? She whispered, uncertain if she could even hear herself. As if in answer, every monitor in the ward lit up at once. Screens glowed with letters, words forming in uneven rhythms, some cutting off, others repeating like echoes.
Help. Lost. Trapped. We need.
Carla clutched the edge of the counter, her knuckles white. The silence wasn't just silence anymore. It was a void, and it was talking to her. Carla forced herself to breathe, every inhale shallow and the silence pressing against her. She raised a trembling hand toward one of the glowing monitors, almost as if touching it might bridge the gap. Who are you?" she whispered. For a heartbeat, nothing. Then the letters flickered, stuttering before stabilizing.
We are the voices left behind. We are the ones who could not speak.
Carla swallowed hard. Ghosts? Lost souls? Hallucinations? She didn't know, but the words on the screen felt urgent, desperate.
Don't forget us. Remember.
The monitors flashed once more, brighter than the sterile ceiling lights above her, then winked out in unison. Every screen returned to normal. Heart rates, blood pressure, respiration, all charting calm, steady rhythms. And with that, sound rushed back in. The hum of the fluorescent lights, the faint tick of the wall clock, the steady whoosh of the respirator in Bay 3. Carla gasped at the sudden noise, dizzy with relief and fear all at once. She checked the ward again. Everything was normal, untouched, as though the silence had never happened. But she knew better. Carla grabbed a scrap of paper from the station and scribbled a single note in frantic handwriting. The silence spoke. They said, "Don't forget us." She tucked it into her pocket like a talisman, certain that someday she'd need to remember. Carla stayed seated long after the ward had returned to its normal rhythm. The hum of fluorescent lights, the soft beeping of monitors, the shuffle of nurses moving about their routines, it all seemed louder now, more insistent, as though making up for the void. In the silence, she had heard things, felt things, that still clung to her. Whispers just beyond recognition, a tug at her thoughts, as if someone else had been there with her, trying to get through. Later, when she checked the radio again, the static was gone. No trace of the interference remained. But taped to the side of the unit was a scrap of paper she didn't remember seeing before. Written in shaky pen were 3 words: "Don't stop listening." Carla folded the note into her pocket. She went back to work, but every so often she found her gaze sliding back toward the silent corner of the ward, half expecting the hush to return, half dreading it, and half wondering if she'd be ready this time.
Only Boost Mobile.
Boost Mobile
will give you a free year of service.
Free year?
When you buy a new 5G phone.
New 5G phone?
Enough.
But I'm your hype man. When you purchase an eligible device, you get $25 off every month for 12 months with credits totaling 1 year of free service. Taxes extra for the device and service plan. Online only.
The market's uncertain, revenue's tight, and hiring on hold. That's why results-driven companies are using Upwork to keep work moving. Go to Upwork.com today and start hiring proven freelance talent fast. No bulky overhead. No rigid long-term contracts. Just the right expert right when you need them. Work smarter and faster with Upwork. Go to Upwork.com now and find your freelance expert. That's UPWORK.com. Post a job for free and get started today.
So you're telling me she just found a note, like, out of nowhere?
That's what she said. Right there on the machine, like someone wanted her to keep paying attention.
Or like someone wanted to mess with her.
Could be. But honestly, after working night shifts as long as I have, I'm not sure the line between messing with you and something otherworldly is all that clear.
True. Still, if I find a note on any of my equipment that says "Don't stop listening," I'm throwing it in the trash and moving to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, huh? That's your escape plan?
Nobody ever haunts Milwaukee. It's just a rule.
Well, keep that in mind.
This is Illinois Medical District. This is a Blue Line train.
My stop's here. See you tomorrow, Mason.
Yeah, don't stop listening. Tales from the Blue Line by Auditory Anthology is written and produced by me, Keith Conrad. Your narrator is Darren Marlar. Be sure to check out Darren's award-winning paranormal podcast, Weird Darkness, available at WeirdDarkness.com and your podcast app of choice. If you have a story you'd like to contribute to this series, you can do so by visiting submissions.soundconceptmedia.com or just follow the link in the show notes. You can also support the show by subscribing to our new Substack at auditoryanthology.substack.com. By becoming a paid subscriber, you'll help keep the stories coming. You'll also get every single episode completely commercial-free, and now you can also vote on which story will feature in upcoming episodes.
This is Hannah Burner from Giggly Squad. O-Pill is the first over-the-counter daily birth control pill available in the U.S. Let's be real, getting a birth control prescription is not always easy, and it's so much admin. In fact, about a third of women face barriers to access prescription birth control. Between scheduling appointments, missing work, class, or just trying to exist, it's a lot. But now O-Pill is putting birth control in our control. O-Pill is a daily birth control that's FDA approved, full prescription strength, and estrogen free, and 98% effective when used as directed. Grab it online or at most major retailers, no prescription or doctor's appointment needed. So if you're thinking about birth control, check out O-Pill to see if it's right for you. Use code GIGGLY for 25% off your first month of O-Pill at OPILL.com. That's code GIGGLY at OPILL.com. Birth control in your control. We love to see it.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X-Boom.
Life is full of exciting moments. Whether you're buying a new home, opening an account as you welcome a new family member, or planning for retirement, you need a bank that's there when it matters. At Atlantic Union Bank, you'll find helpful people and digital tools to make banking for all of life's moments a little easier. Because you deserve a financial partner who cares as much as you do. Call, visit us online, or drop by a branch to learn more. Atlantic Union Bank. Any way you bank.